Yo, Raw and Uncut. This is the Raiders Rawport with Mitchell, BENZ, not to be confused with Uncle Ben, Mitchell Renz, Cae la chingada, whatever else they're talking about. Not to be confused with the Wi-Fi weenie. No, not to be confused with any other Raider show or podcast. This is the Raiders Rawport, where we give it to you straight up and in your face, uncut, uncensored, like real Raiders do. Okay? And right now, what I'm going to get into is Tom Telesco's press conference from earlier. He said a few things in there, and, you know, a lot of guys, these GMs and head coaches and stuff like that, owners, when they do these interviews before the draft or before Super Bowls or big games or whatever, right? They say only so much. They don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, but everybody seems to be saying, and right now what it's pointing to is that the Raiders will trade up. If Daniels is there, that they will, that it's going to happen, that they will trade up to pick Jaden Daniels. And the energy that I grabbed from Tom Telesco today is he's not showing his hand. Everything's pointed toward Jaden Daniels. But wouldn't it be something, say Williams gets picked number 1, Caleb Williams, right, from the Bears. And number 2, it goes Drake May or McCarthy. And say number 3 goes Jaden Daniels. Right? Say number 3 is Jaden Daniels. He gets drafted. And say that happens, right? Wouldn't it be crazy if the Raiders moved up? Right? Because if Williams goes number 1 and Drake May or McCarthy go number 2, one of them, and then number 3 is Daniels. And how about if the Raiders, excuse me, I got the picks mixed up a little bit ago, but say the Raiders see that and they're like, Daniels is gone, but Drake May or McCarthy's available at number 4. One of those guys is available. Watch the Raiders trade up and do that. I just don't think Jaden Daniels is going to be there. I don't think he's just going to be there to where we can get to him. We have to get up to number 3 to get him. But if they don't want to give up enough of what number 3 wants, right? I mean, it could happen. They're saying it's going to happen. Me personally, the energy that I got from Telesco was like, yeah, I'm going to be aggressive. And there's, you know, certain players and this and that. But he also said that he's looking to draft players that'll be, you know, starters and impact players in 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, that says a lot, but I think he's trying to throw people off. Everything's been pointing to Jaden Daniels, but how about there's really another horse in this race that they're not talking about? How about they're hoping that McCarthy or May fall right to number 4? How about they hope that happens, but they're putting it out there, because I've never seen any general manager or head coach just throw their hand when it comes to the draft. Yeah, this is what we're trying to do, and we want that, and that's what we're going for. It doesn't make sense to me. That's not the way you do it when you're coming up into the draft, when you are a general manager, especially a new general manager with the Las Vegas Raiders, and he's with Antonio Pierce, new head coach, right? Even though he filled in last year when old Josh McDukey finally got the goddamn boot. Him and his fucking punk-ass homeboy, I already forgot his damn name. The GM, I don't even remember the damn motherfucker's name. And I'm a Raider fan. I watch these motherfuckers religiously. I watch everything, the press conferences, the whole 9. And I still don't remember his goddamn name. Man, them car accidents really fucked my memory up. But anyways, fuck him. You guys know who I'm talking about. Fuck that puto. He ain't here anyways. But Tom Telesco gave me that feeling that he might not. You know what I'm saying? He's like, the energy when he's talking is telling you, yeah, you know, this and that, and everything that the insider's been saying and all that we're going to be aggressive and move up. Like, they're the ones saying that. When I said it looks like, from what they're saying, that Telesco and the Raiders are going to move up, that it's going to happen. When I said they're saying, I didn't mean the Raider organization like Tom Telesco or Antonio Pierce. Okay, so let's get that clear. So, you know, like, I don't think Telesco wants to move up. And maybe Pierce wants to move up, right? Because they said that they were at odds. I think Telesco wants to stay at 13 and make some solid picks, or maybe even trade down like I was talking about in my last video. He said he'd be open to trading back as well, which I think in this draft is perfect to gain as many picks as you can. This draft is so deep when it comes to like linemen, quarterbacks, receivers, cornerbacks, man, and everything else. But we could really, really turn our defense into a motherfucking superpower. We need a really good middle linebacker. We got Spillane, but we need a young superstar guy to come in and help them out. Diablo doesn't play 17 games. He seems to get hurt, right? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. All we got is Masterson there and a couple of other guys. We need a couple of good linebackers in this draft. If they get a linebacker early, I wouldn't be mad at that either, because they're trying to make that defense a superpower. But I think it's going to be O-lineman. If they stay at 13, it's going to be O-lineman or cornerback, one or the other. But I wouldn't also be surprised if it was a wide receiver if somebody slips down. If somebody slips down, don't be surprised if they pull the trigger on a wide receiver. But I'm thinking it's going to be a trade down. I think we're going to be at 13, and I think they're going to feel like maybe they can pick up a Penix if he's still there later in the first round, you know. They might trade down and get extra picks and still be able to get him if they want him. Me personally, I don't want Penix anywhere in the first round. I'd take him if he's in the second round. If he's still there in the second round, snatch his ass up. Not in the first round. I think we need to go either the dude from USC, Alabama. My favorite lineman is from Penn State, Fashanu. That's my favorite lineman. So I feel that's the guy that we need to pick up. That's the guy that we need to get. Either him, or if Arnold's there, we take that guy. But everybody's saying that the Raiders are going to trade up. Everybody's saying that they're going to trade up, and that they're going to do this and they're going to do that. We're going to have to see, because Telesco didn't give me that energy that he really, really wanted to. I mean, he's saying that he's going to be aggressive and they're going to do these things and all that. But at the same time, I find it hard from his track record that he would give up that many picks for a quarterback. I mean, he did it for Herbert, right? He did it for Herbert, but I just don't think that Jaden Daniels is that type of a player. Don't get me wrong. If the Raiders do happen to get him, then I'm going to back the dude up. But I don't feel he's going to be a durable quarterback. I think he's going to be injury prone, and that's why he's going to not be a good player in the NFL, because he's not going to be on the damn field. On the field, if he can stay healthy, he'll be a great player, right? But off the field, if he's hurt and he's off the field, he's not going to help the team. He ain't going to be able to do shit. So that's the reason why I don't want to waste all them picks on that, because I just don't think it's safe. But I'm not a football expert. I'm just a dude that watches the fucking Raiders. I'm a Raider fan. This is the Raiders Raw Port. Don't get it confused with Mitchell Renz, or don't get it confused with Wi-Fi Weenie. Don't get it confused with that motherfucker either. You know what I'm saying? This is the Raiders Raw Port with Mitchell BENZ. This is how we do it. I'm going to come at you with another video pretty soon. This is just my take on the Tom Telesco energy he was carrying today at the press conference. I don't think he's going to show his fucking hand. Why would you? Everybody's pointing that the Raiders are going to trade up to Jaden Daniels. To me, that's not a good strategy for the draft. It's not a fucking 40-yard dash. It's a marathon, and that's how it works. Everybody thinks it's a 40-yard dash. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Raw and Uncut, Raw Reaction, Raiders Raw Port with Mitchell BENZ. All the rest can eat a you-know-what. If you ain't fucking with the Raider Nation, then you're just hating. And you know how we do it about this time. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. And you know how we do it. We out.